Welcome back to B.Y.C. Crochet. My name is Brenda and this is my sidekick Kona. Welcome back. For those of you who have been loyal subscribers, thank you for your continual support. And for those of you who have recently subscribed, awesome. Thank you for joining us. And for those of you still sitting on the fence, just go ahead and hop on over and subscribe. You're going to enjoy it. Really chill channel, really low-key. We just talk about what we have on the hook, yarn acquisition, different crochet related items, and sometimes a little bit of doggy drama, but not much doggy drama because this one here is usually just sitting observing, unless she hears something outside and then she'll be barking. She definitely is a yapper. So again guys, I know it's been a hot minute since you've seen me. My glasses are dirty, sorry about that. I was canoodling with my Kona, and I think she licked my glasses. Anyways, it's been a hot minute, as you guys know. Some of you guys may know, some of you guys may not know. I started a new job recently. Same position, human resources business partner, but different company. And you know, with that comes a lot of new things to learn, and it's been a little busy, but I've enjoyed every single moment of it. But I haven't had time to record, so usually I try to record on the weekends, but it's been so busy during the week that when weekends come I just want to vegetate. So needless to say, I haven't had a chance to, but I decided to go ahead and put something out today for you guys since I've missed you. And I also wanted to wish all daddies, all fathers, furry daddies, a happy Father's Day weekend. A happy Father's Day and happy Father's Day weekend. We got plans on going over to my parents' house tomorrow morning. I believe we're going to go to my in-laws in the afternoon, God willing. We'll see how it goes, because the weather here in Florida, it has been kind of crummy lately. It's been like really thundering really bad in the afternoons, and that's kind of like a common summer weather pattern for us here. Days are usually hot and steamy, then the sea breezes from the east and the west collide, and then we have thunderstorms in the afternoon. Then those are over, and then the weather kind of feels really nice till the morning after, and then we start all over again. So that's usually the pattern that we have here in Florida. Anyways, I did finish the blanket for my grandson. Many of you guys remember that my grandson decided to tell me that he sees me crocheting a blanket for a friend, and he goes, "Gammy, why is it that you crochet for everybody but me?" I'm like, "Baby, what are you talking about? I've made you a couple blankets." He goes, "Yeah, but none in my favorite colors." And he said, "Well," I said to him, "So what are your favorite colors?" He goes, "Well, red, orange, yellow, black, gray." And then I added the white, and I said, okay, then I'll go ahead and make you a blanket. So I made him a granny rectangular blanket using his favorite colors, and that is completed. And I was hoping to finish it last weekend because we had the boys last weekend, but I mean, they're 6 and 2, so you can only imagine how busy they had us. So needless to say, I didn't have much time to work on this, so I was able to finish it on the following day after they left. So but now it's ready for him, and next time we see him or he comes by, he'll have his blanket. I don't know if he wants to keep it here or if he'll want to take it home, but it's done. Now he can't tell me that I never did a blanket for him in his favorite colors. So check. I have been working quite a bit making blankets and other items that unfortunately I don't have to show because they have been gifts. So they are made and given away. So, but I do have on the hook another cardie. I'm telling you, it's a lot of babies being born this year. It seems like a lot of last year it seemed like there was a lot of boys. Was it boys? Yeah, it seemed like there's a lot of boys being born, and then all of a sudden everything was girls, and now it's starting to shift again to boys. So as you guys know, I love this pattern from MJ's Off the Hook. It is a baby cardie. There is she does have an online tutorial, a YouTube tutorial, but I bought the pattern a couple years back, and I do it quite often. And I am making this beautiful baby cardie. This is the colorway. It is a white base, and then it's got, let me see if you can see a little better. It's got like yellow, and it's almost like a corally peach. I didn't want to turn that off. I just wanted to, okay. Let's see. So I bought this yarn from the UK. It's King Cole Cloud 9. It's really nice. It is a white base wrapped in a very thin thread of different colors. I only bought one, so I'm not gonna have enough to do a blanket. So now I'm going through my stash to figure out what yarn I have that potentially I can do a blanket and create a set. I'll probably have enough to create a beanie once the cardie is completed, but definitely no way that you can create a blanket with this. You need at least 4 or 5, depending how big you want your blanket. For those of you who are new to crochet, I remember when I started crocheting, one of the I think mistakes that we all make is that we don't realize the amount of yarn that you need to complete a blanket. So you would buy this skein that looks big to you, and when you start working it up, and then you realize this is nowhere near what I need. So, you know, then you like go back, try to find the same yarn, see if it's sometimes a different lot, and then it doesn't look the same. But needless to say, I bought one of these on purpose, just for the sole purpose of testing the yarn and just creating a cardie. Since I do a lot of baby cardies and I gift those out for like baby showers, I sometimes buy just enough to make the cardie, and other times I buy enough to make a set. In this case, I only bought to make a cardie and potentially a beanie, but I think I may have some yarn in my stash that I can use to make a blanket. So let me put you on hold and let me see if I can find it and bring it to you. Okay, so I'm here. Let's go take a walk to my yarn room. And don't mind the mess here. It's my lunchbox from work. That's Kona's little house. I don't lock her in anymore. Usually when we leave, she goes in and goes to sleep anyway, so. And this is the room that I have for my grandsons, and it holds my yarn as well. And I have to kind of fix this a little bit because I told my husband I wanted to put some plywood between each section just to make it a little bit sturdier. But you see we have some holes around here. But this is my yarn stash, guys. This is really all that I own. And this right here. And these are some yarns. These are completed projects that I put in the resealable bags. I was digging through this yesterday looking for the yarn to make the blanket. And I was thinking potentially using this one. But then I said, self, if it's for a baby, sometimes these fuzzy blankets are not the best. You know, babies drool and it's not always the right thing. So then I came here. In fact, guys, this is what I ended up buying in order to store the yarn that my sister so graciously picked up for me at the Joann's clearance. I could not find these, so I had no choice but to go with something different. But as I was looking for yarn yesterday, I think I came up with, I think this would be a good yarn to use to make a blanket. It's got speckles of all colors, so I think that's what I'll use. It's got a little bit of a black, looks like it's been like a dye, like a black, and that happens sometimes in the dyeing process. It's okay. Yeah, but I think this is what I'll use. Yeah, guys, this is all the stash that big twist that my sister picked up for me. So, plus some that I already had. So another yarn that I was thinking of potentially using is, where did I put it? It's maybe this or this, and using it with, because this is pretty thin yarn. Using it with, holding it with a white yarn and seeing how that goes. You see, guys, there's some yarns that I have back here that I only have one skein. And the reason why I do that is because I use it for the purposes of making cardies, baby cardies. These are the hangers that I use. These are some that have been already laundered. This already has an owner. This white one is for a little boy that is coming in September. The other's a set that I've completed recently, and I showed you guys in my last video. I just need to bag it. And yeah, so this is my stash. This is it, guys. This and what you see in the other office. So let's go head over there. What you doing? You see that I normally keep that front door open, but Kona is a yapper, and anytime she hears or sees anything, like right now, there's a young man going to put something on somebody's door, and so she's gonna go off in a minute. So I'm gonna close the door just in case he comes over here. And then this stash. That's it. Here in the center, it's only like craft supplies. There's no yarn in there. So yeah, this is it, guys. So let me bring you back around. So guys, I showed you the yarns that I could potentially be using to create a blanket for this particular set. I gave you also a sneak peek at the True Yarn Room. This is my office here, and I do share with my husband, but my actual place where I store the majority of my yarn is in the room that I share with the boys. So yeah, you saw the new cabinet, you saw some of the options that I have in order to make a blanket to match this set. If I choose to go that route, that's what I'll do. If not, I'll just do the cardigan with a beanie and just call it a day, and then just grab another yarn and do another cardi. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for the time being. I've made quite a few blankets lately, and also for Boggy that I have stored away. So I think I'm gonna just kind of do some cardis and kind of build up my stash of cardis for boys and girls, so that I have them for gifts and you know, congratulatory gifts for parents who are expecting. So Anyways, guys, that is all that I have for you. If you enjoyed what you watched, hit like, put in a comment, share the video, and subscribe. So thank you again. I hope that you guys have a wonderful Father's Day weekend. Wherever you're in the world, I hope you're having a blessed morning, noon, night, evening from the Yarny Cave. Peace. I love you guys. God bless. And we will see you soon. Kona, you want to say bye? Kona. Hello? Kona. She was outside, I think. So she's tired now. So, alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.